Australia's government says a new national foundation for Australia-China relations will be a high-profile platform for promoting ties with China. It follows recent tensions between the two countries, including banning Huawei from taking part in Australia's 5G network rollout, tensions over the South China Sea, and laws unveiled last year aimed at preventing foreign interference and influence in Australia's political system.
Now, we have recently seen disturbing reports about Chinese influence. I take those reports, as do my colleagues, very seriously.
Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison is hoping the new $44 million Australian dollar foundation will help smooth over some of those differences. It'll take over from the existing Australia-China Council with more money to fund projects that ultimately seek to strengthen cultural and economic ties. Australia will also send Graham Fletcher as the new ambassador to China.
We are in a situation where the Chinese will be wondering what is happening after the next election. And I think with the new ambassador being Graham Fletcher, a respected China expert, with bipartisan support, this sends a very strong signal.
Some political analysts see the timing of Scott Morrison's announcement just months before a federal election as both interesting and predictable.
It's about ramping up more than just the goodwill, particularly at a time when national security has been such an issue. This is also about pitching the business opportunities and looking for the business community support.
China is Australia's largest trading partner, accounting for a third of all of the country's exports.
We don't want to be in a situation where we have very good economic ties, but we don't talk to them. And I think that's something which both parties coming up to an election will have to have in mind.
My view is there needs to be a balanced approach. We need to understand the pressures on the Chinese government. They also need to understand the pressures on the Australian government.
Experts say the new foundation is likely to receive bipartisan support regardless of the outcome of the country's federal election. Greg Navarro, CGTN, Sydney.